trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the second down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Snap comes at 1. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
I'm going back to you. Hey, over.
On play action, Rodgers. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Rivers. He's going to air one out. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cowboys. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Rivers again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to...
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The first down carry by Elliott. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They go play action. Rivers. He sets to fire deep. It got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Gano the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. 50.
Rodgers now throwing again. Oh, he's got his man open out of the backfield. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Let's go. 158. Hey, here we go. Jump.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
158. Watch out. 150. Hey, you blind over here.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And down he'll go at the 25.
180.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To throw, Rivers. Looking long for Thomas. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down. Now Rodgers to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Second 90, run 80. Come on. Wait, 89.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken short. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. From the 24, Rivers. loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Black 15! It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check you.
On third down, Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be from 56 yards out. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll give to Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Stay there. Block 15.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Hey, 79! 79!
Rivers to throw for it on fourth. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On first down, it's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Rivers. Mertz has it left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one good for 10 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that one...
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bro. Lifting up. You will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Come on, fellas.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They're running it. Mike, go. 55. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Rodgers. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short.
Let's go. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Over here. Switch it. Come on.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Right now. You got 58.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Diggs has it. And some room to roam now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets them into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 27-yard line.
What? 380. 40, 40, 40, 40. Mike, check. 59. Double dog. That's the way. Well done.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Vincent Mayowa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
59. Hey, 0. Man, I got you. Check. Mike 5'9". I know he ain't got it. Hey, alert.
Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
That one, 28 yards on the ground.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They begin the drive with Johnson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 31, Wilson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Michael Thomas 46 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Hey, box truck. Come on, dude. Hey, check right. We're doing it. Go. 55. Back north. Hey, eat. Hey, seam 6.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jonathan Bostic came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. On play action, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jonathan Bostic able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Exit. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, 88. Check 55.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Beckham, 64 yards, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyler Lockett, 76 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This will be taken short. Dallas get set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 15. 14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the 16, Wilson, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Alert. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Hey, watch it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Wilson to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10.
Hey, hey. 14. Alert.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Benson Mayowa, his second sack of the night.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Guys, listen. Good job right there. Shit. Hey, alert. Go, guys, 4 down.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the toss, here's Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check 59. Gun. 59. Mike to 59. I got it. Alert. Check.
From the 31, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch made by Johnson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
19.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson and Olsen over the middle. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Man open left side is Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Rodgers now on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They go play action here on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 14-yard touchdown. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken short. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Johnson on his way. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 31, Wilson. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 13. Check 13. One left.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
319. Strip that ball.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Travis Kelce with time running out. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory. And they're going to need a miracle. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wilson to throw. a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Thomas, the intended target. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if... So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. Team, but for their fans, as you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve us. Reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match, and plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Kill. Hey, Delta. Over 50. Right, check. 59.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Box it. Slam.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
We need 18. Rip left.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 yards there and a first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's for the physicality. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy. When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing is Rodgers. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
I I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Powerful running. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, it's Elliott, powers through. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to...
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and goal. Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they get it.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He finds Beckham complete. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Now Rodgers. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this